So today we're going to do a follow-up lesson to practice some of the geometry concepts that we've been learning. And I looked over what you guys have been doing on your Nearpods, and I saw that there's still some misunderstandings and things that you're having a little bit of issue with. So we're going to talk about those things today. So the first thing is the concept of parallel lines. So you can see right here, you're going to use your highlighter to highlight the following types of lines. The blue ones are going to be intersecting, the red ones are going to be perpendicular, and the green ones are going to be parallel. So we're going to look for parallel lines. So I'm going to take my highlighter, green, the highlighter, not the pen. I'm going to take the green highlighter, parallel lines. These two lines are parallel. They aren't touching now, and they will never touch. That is why they are parallel. Now I want to talk about these two lines. Something that I heard a lot of kids talking about was they thought that these were parallel because they're not touching. And you're right, they're not touching right now, but they are going to eventually touch if you extend the line. So let me go and switch to red color here. I'll switch to black. A black pen. Watch what happens. If I extend this line and I keep going in at the same angle in the same direction, look what's eventually going to happen. These two lines are getting closer and closer together until eventually they're going to touch in this direction. In this direction, they're never going to touch because this one's always going to angle a little higher and higher and higher and keep going higher. And this one is angling straight out. So these will never touch. But this side of the line, they are going to touch out here eventually. So even though they aren't touching now in the picture, eventually they're going to touch. And therefore, these two lines right here, this line AB and this line CD, are not parallel lines. So we're not going to mark them with green. Now, the blue line, you're supposed to use blue for intersecting. Okay, so there's a lot of intersecting lines. And again, I'm going to grab my highlighter. These intersect here, and there's an intersection there, and an intersection there. So that was easy. All of these touch and cross their intersecting lines. Our last thing is perpendicular, red. So perpendicular, I'm going to tell you, none of these are perpendicular. This, as you can see, this line is this line is going straight down, but this line is not going straight across. It is on an angle headed upward. So these intersections are not perpendicular. The only way they can be perpendicular is if it's going straight in both directions. Now, this one is straight up and down. This one's straight across. This one is perpendicular. And here, same thing. Notice these lines are both parallel and perpendicular, which is what we were talking about the other day. Yes, they can be both because perpendicular is just a special type of an intersecting line. And so that, I hope, helps you to understand these concepts better. And I would like for you to continue on and complete the rest of the slides in this mini Nearpod.